Well, my favorite leg of the trip was staying at Sister I's, and I got to meet her daughter, Xiaomei.
Yeah.
And we had a tumultuous relationship, but we ended things on a really positive note. So
Yeah.
I'm really, really happy about that.
That's great. What was tumultuous?
She kind of bullied me. She gave me the finger multiple times and psyched me out. She tried to hand me a Coke bottle. I took it. She's like, no. So I felt I was being bullied by her one day, but
That's good.
all is well that ends well.
One of my most memorable parts of the China trip was when we got cupping done and the massage, because it felt like I was being beat up by an MMA fighter, and then it looked like I had been attacked by a giant squid for the rest of the trip.
Wow. Did it hurt?
Yeah, but it felt better the day after.
That's good. What was your overall thought on that spa?
It was janky. It was weird, especially since we went there to try the hot baths, and then we went there and they said the hot baths were broken.
Oh, wow.
But it was so much fun. I just had so much fun with the girls just laughing, and it was very memorable. It was very memorable.
Like a virgin. Hey!
One of the things I really enjoyed is we were at dinner one night after visiting Joy Doy's factory, and I noticed behind us these little girls were peeking into the room. So I just started motioning to them, since there was definitely a language barrier. And we went on for like 10 or 15 minutes just motioning to each other. We love each other, peace signs, all of this stuff. And they were just such a joy. I loved it so much.
That's great. Awesome. What was the favorite tea you had on the trip?
I think Sister I's wild red tea.
Yeah, that was
It's one of my
good.
favorites.
I think the most memorable part of the tea trip was at Sister I's, just because it's really chill.
That's good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they have a KTV there nearby. And the most favorite part there is when Jessie did the Brittany Spears mode. With, oh yeah.
How was I supposed to know? You know?
Definitely the Sichuan night market. I was really excited because of the view and everything until I had the anaphylactic shock. And I was really unconscious, not until Jay told me that he slapped me to life. And I had the picture there with the ivy and stuff. Yeah.
Oh
so
my gosh.
Probably that would
But
be
you
the-
lived.
Yeah, I lived. I survived.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, in case anyone didn't know.
I think for me, when we were at Sister I's, there was an opportunity to watch a pig go from life to death. As someone who used to work in the food industry, who has a great appreciation for land and meat, I guess, there was more blood than I thought there was going to be. And I have a high respect for that pig. I would say the barbecue we had that day was on the hoof that morning.
I was going to say, we only have footage of the barbecue, so we can show that.
I have 1 or 2 photos of the pig alive and dead, but I felt it was disrespectful to film anything else.
然后我其实印象最深刻是队队带着我们去纳卡去找那个年纪很大的奶奶，然后奶奶不在家，奶奶两个房子都不在家，然后。因为我是坐的倒车上去的，所以我还吐了。我为了见奶奶，我吐了，但是奶奶不在家。不过到最后我们还是去喝到那个bamboo tea，然后我们每个人都得到一个bamboo tea。我觉得这个就是中国人所说的那个塞翁失马焉知非福，所以我觉得也是很好的一个经历。
I don't know if it was the most memorable, but I'll say one of the things that left the deepest impression upon me was KC, someone at Sister I's, at her tea farm. I'd been having issues with my phone, and so it's really, really slow, and I couldn't get it, and it's a US number, and so I really thought, okay, I need to go get a Chinese SIM card. And so he was really nice that morning. He drives me down into the village, which is only about 10 minutes away. We try to talk to China Mobile, but they're like, no, you're a foreigner. We're not going to do anything for you. Just, but do you want some tea? And I was like, no, I need a SIM card. And so finally we load up back in the car, and then he's like, oh, we're taking a Malaysian couple, later on, and I can take you when we go with them. And so I'm thinking, okay, that's fine. It's probably going to be like a 30-minute trip. I bet we'll be gone maybe an hour and a half at most. Get in the car with the Malaysian couple. They're the nicest people ever. The 4 of us are talking a lot. And then all of a sudden a Malaysian couple asks, oh, how long until the drop-off point? And he's like, oh, maybe 30, 45 minutes or something. So they drop the Malaysian couple off. And then I ask him, I say, oh, okay, how far away are we? And he said, oh, we still have another hour and a half to go. And so I'm like, oh, okay. And so he ends up basically driving me like 4 to 5 hours that day just to get a Chinese SIM card and took me back. And the team was really patient too because they also put off their training for 2 hours just so that way I would be able to make it. So just super appreciative to him and super appreciative of the team.
So my most memorable moment of the tea trip was really like getting on the bus for the first time and seeing everybody, because the tea company started in my dad's kitchen in the pandemic, and now it's like, oh my God, we got all these people from around the world to China, and we're about to take this long trip together, and I have no idea whether we're all gonna, are we gonna fight over 2 weeks, or are we gonna love each other, what's the deal gonna be? And that moment I stepped on the bus and everyone's like, yeah! I was like, oh, this is gonna be so much fun. All my like anxiety drifted away, and I've spent the last 2 weeks having so much fun with all these people. You go take a look. There we go. It's been amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming with me. I really appreciate it.
To Jesse!
Can I toast myself?